Hey, Lazy Girl Approved fam. I'm back today with another wig review. I have a bunch of Bobbi Boss to record this weekend. I don't know which order I'm going to post them in, but I am doing this one first because I just want to see her. So let's take a look. It is Bobbi Boss MLF 645 Gabriella. It is in the color, what is it? TTSG/NB, which is this lovely lady here. So that's awesome that we have a picture of her so we know what to expect. We'll just see what she actually looks like. It is out of this color already on wig types. Usually they do restock it once at least, and it is available on other sites. I'll put the link to those in the description. So it is a swoop part series. We'll see. I guess that just means like that, kind of like the Zorisis moon part. We'll see. Moon circle, half circle, whatever it's called. Let's see, 5-inch deep curved part with wide part front hairline. We'll see about that. Laid baby hair, HD lace, flex fit cap, and safe heat styling. So let's take a look at her. Let's just get to her, get her out, see what she looks like, shall we? All right. Here is the card. Let's see if it says anything different or more. It does not. There's no additional information more than what was on the website. So let's look at her. It has those funky, I was saying it has those funky baby hairs that are curled, which is actually, it looks like they would work better if you lay down baby hairs. Y'all let me know if that's true, those of you that you lay down baby hairs. And I will say on the model, it looked way more white. This is a light blue. It is light blue, but it is a blue, not a white. And the lighting in here isn't that great, but it still looks like it's pretty true to color from what I can see on the monitor. Here's the inside of the cap. It has 2 combs in the front, 1 in the back. And it is, you see, a very light cap. And it does have, so this is their swoop, sweep, so this is their swoop part, it looks like, which is interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to get this lace cut off, and I am going to cut the baby hairs off because there's no way those are going to brush into this. So I'm going to cut those off. Let's go do it. Okay. I am going to tell you guys this. If you cut off baby hairs like I do, there's still one. This one is going to be a challenge for you. They are right on top of the rest of the hair. There's no like clear demarcation between the baby hairs. Like the Bobbi Boss that's Oh Baby series, there was like a line between the baby hairs and the hairline where you could cut easily. This, no. So if you are like me and you cut the baby hairs off, you're going to lose a ton of hair. Just know that. Just know that. And it's okay. There's a lot of hair for you to work with. This is it in the picture. Where did I put her? She looks like she's a lot of hair, but not. So I can already tell you based on how it looks, how it feels, we are going to need some coconut oil or whatever because she needs some taming. I mean, she's gorgeous colors. We'll give you that. Let's check big head friendliness first. Oh my gosh, that part is so weird. Okay, so She's definitely big head friendly. She's like almost halfway down my nose. And she's not like super loose where I feel like it's gonna fall off, but she's not tight. She's got tons of room, so she is very big head friendly. This parting thing is like throwing me off. Let me see where it looks like on the model it's like a side part. But so sometimes I have issues lining up or feeling where the ear tabs are supposed to be. So then I use the comb in the back and make sure that it's in the middle to line it up. So for those of you that have the same problem, there's a tip. I do like it better to the side. This is a left side part. Left side part. It is so weird. It's weird. Weird. I feel like they usually follow trends, so I guess maybe there's a trend with this. She's not too bad, but I don't think you should wear her out of the package without putting something in it. She's like really flyaway frizzy type deal. Like to get her to look like how it looks on the stock card, you have to put something in it. So that's still lazy girl within the lazy girl approved, realm because it's not hard to put product in it. I think these are still hairs that I cut. I tried to get them all out, but I'm not kidding when I say that I cut a lot of hair off cutting those baby hairs. Gosh, she is so like I know she's long from the picture. She like goes all the way down to this lady's waist basically, but I don't know. I just didn't think I don't know. She's a lot of hair. I'm sweating. Trying to get you guys further down so you can see most of it. Still pulling hair out. This is not shedding. This is still me pulling out what I cut. Yeah, she's like, okay, so any long hair wig, you have to do something. But I brought over my little wig out. I probably should have brought a bigger bottle or one that is more, this spray is like really light. I should have brought over something more heavy, but that's okay. Let me see what else. Yes, I cut that out. That came right on out of the root, if you will. Oh, she's gonna take some effort. I can tell you right now that, okay, now that's shedding. If you can see that, it's about 6 hairs maybe. That was not from me cutting. I was gonna say, I can tell you right now, she's taking me some effort that is making me tired. That's shedding. It's about 10 hairs. She's definitely tangly, as I would expect. And I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and go through her very lightly and then put the stuff on her again because my fingers are just not doing it. Now let me show you the difference. So I'm going to comb through this side. I'm not going to comb through the other side. It does have a wave, so I'm trying not to wreck the wave, but I feel like to get it to look like that model, you have to brush through it. Period. Period. Okay. So I brushed through that. I think it looks better already just having brushed through it, but and remember, different products do different things. So this is a light spray. So it's going to do a little bit something different. Like if you can see, it made it a little bit more curly instead of wavy, like a defined a more defined, it looks like you curled it and then brushed it out basically. Sometimes that's not great. Like you can tell the product was concentrated right here when I sprayed it. It sprayed the most right there because it's kind of crunchy now. So there's that side. And now on this side, I'm not going to brush it out and I'm going to use this. This is like thicker spray. It's still spray. Come on, be a dick. Don't be a jerk. Woo. Not as thick as coconut oil though. I swear I brought over my coconut oil. I'm still trying to get all this stuff together, y'all. Okay, that is, I don't know what that is. I can't pull it out, but it's longer than the rest and it feels like it wants to come out, but it's not. So I'm going to cut it because that's yucky. Okay. I don't want one piece of hair that looks gross longer than the rest. Okay, so there's that with just some product in it versus that. So you can kind of, it's not a huge difference, but you can tell, I can tell the difference. I like this side that has been brushed out better than the other side. It just looks, I don't know, to me more defined and less wiggy. So let's see. I know I have some coconut oil in my bathroom, so I'm gonna go grab that. Okay. Got the big bottle. Okay. We're gonna put it on the side where we put the other light product, but not, you know, we're gonna put some heavier stuff on here to show you. Now this is quite a bit on my hand. I probably put a little bit more than I wanted to because I've never used this brand before and it's like super heavy. And now I have nothing to wipe it off with. Whoa, we're batting 1,000 today, you guys. I will say thank you for those of you that showed up to my live. I figured out what the problem was. I think I fixed it. I did 2 tests and they were private. And there was a tiny bit of lag, but nothing crazy. So I'm going to try sometime this weekend to go live again. So, all right. So then there's that with coconut oil, but not brushed out. And then this side was brushed out and applied, you know, very light product. So really it's about just experimenting with different products, different textures, different, you know, what have you. And for me, it's also the smell of stuff. If something makes the hair look amazing, but it stinks, I can't do it. All right. I like her. Let's get a 360. I'm doing this because I'm just kind of trying to gauge how I feel about her. And you see sometimes the product will bring out, it will bring out the original thing that they did to it. So they basically, how they get these styles to set is they will heat them and set them. I can't remember. I think it's at like a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, but it basically heat sets the style in there. And then if you, let's say I brush this out so much that it lost all this wave and it just went totally straight, then to get that back, you would wash it and then when it's dried, it will come back to the original state. I feel like sometimes this is showing us what happened when they heat set it. And I think it's funny, like this one curl is just way, it's curly. So that's the other thing too, is you can mess with it with product and see if you can get it to do other stuff. Sometimes it's not good. Like that looks weird. That looks weird. I mean, right here it looks normal and then it just goes like really curly. So sometimes it's good. Sometimes you don't want to mess with it because now that thing is just sticking out and it looks like I did a horrible job with my curling iron. So that kind of sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna stick it under here. Let's do a 360 right now. This has probably been one of my most rambliest, maybe not, but a very rambly review so far. I'm gonna put some powder in this part. I know it's somewhere. I just couldn't tell you where. But I do have, and this may help you guys. Is that thin enough? Not really. Obviously I can't find my powder brush because it's wherever my powder is, but ugh, I hate that. So I have an eyeliner brush. We're gonna see if that'll work. So I'm just gonna use, one of how which which one matches my skin? None of them. The one that matches my skin is sparkly, so I'm not really trying to do all that. I'm just gonna use the light one. I don't really want to, but let's see. Let's give it a whirl, you guys. Oh my god, hey, look, I'm pale as boop. That's what happens in the winter for me. I get pale. Well, so I see it is helping. That is one thing I haven't really directly addressed. It's not a realistic hairline. I don't ever expect them to be on this type of color, especially when the root color is like white or light blue or anything light. I don't expect the hairline to look realistic at all. And on these light colors, like if you have darker skin, it'll help a lot more when you put powder on the part because there'll be a, more of a contrast between the light color of the hair and your skin, or, the powder that matches your skin. But it did help a little bit. It did help a little bit. For those of you that are willing and have the time, I would recommend plucking this part. It's pretty bad. It's pretty narrow. Pretty narrow. But like I said, that helped a little bit. It's not a total match to my skin, but it made it, look more realistic. Obviously, the knots are pretty obvious, as with any HD lace. Let's see. So far we've got, it's big head friendly. The part is narrow, requires powder. I mean, obviously you could go out without it, but this wig especially. Sometimes I'm like, you can get away with it. This one I'm like, not really. You can't really. You can, but people are gonna be like, wig. People still will probably be like, wig. The density it's really thick. It's a lot of hair. So it is also in my book kind of, I'm not gonna say unrealistic thickness, because some people do have this much hair. So it just depends on what your hair normally looks like. Um, is it, I mean, when I say it's thick, I'm trying to think of the numbers. It's more than one. So I think it's one, there's 130, 150, 180, I think. It's at the top end. So it'd be like 180. It's just, hmm, it's thick. um, it is tangly. That's the side I didn't brush. Let me see. Yeah, she's tangly. Um, but I expect it for this long and this much of hair. Oh yeah, it doesn't say how long it is. Let's go measure it. Let me take it off my head. This is not accurate. I'm just trying to give you guys an estimate of how long this hair is, okay? Because I'm not a pro. I'm not none of that. Okay. Well, shoop. So with it, curly and not stretched out, it is at about 25 inches. So I'm gonna say she's probably 26 with curl. So she's probably 26 to 28. She might be 30 if you brushed her all the way, but she's not that curly. So I'm just gonna say 25 to 28. Goodness, my eyeshadow's going everywhere. My makeup's going. I did not put eyeshadow base on today. I forgot. So it's just like spreading, doing whatever it wants. Okay, so back to it. Big head friendly, needs powder in the part, needs product. I wouldn't go out without product in this. This looks much better to me. Is this my favorite wig? No, but I feel like it's growing on me. I think because it's just so, like right now I'm sweating. Like it's so much hair. I'm just like, oh, get it off me. But she's really pretty. So I'm definitely going to wear it. I will be giving you guys one of the other ones that I'm going to do, because I got two styles that I have black and purple and black and red. They both, so I'll give you guys one of those. I'm not giving this lovely lady away because I don't hate her. She's not my favorite, but I do like her. So I think, I don't have anything else quite like it, basically. And I like it. So on a day where it's kind of cold, today is the warmest day of the week. When it's cold, then I'll put her back on. So she's pretty. Does she look real? No. Is she the wiggiest? Is she Party City? No. Would she do better with a dark root? Yes. Are you going to put her up and expect to fool anybody? No. Let's check the ear tabs now. So the ear tabs are lined up for me with my small to average head. They're a little short of the mark, and it's not stretching at that part. It is big head friendly, but as far as, the front stretching for you to lay down the lace next to your ears, if you have a larger head, it's going to be a little challenging. And she was what, 30? Well, let's see. It says 37.94, but it probably was, this says +4. Okay, so nope, 41.94 for the special colors. So that's what I paid for her. Do I think she's worth it? Yes. Is she lazy girl approved? I want to say no, but what I had to do was not that much. She's definitely a shedder, I'll tell you that. So I don't, it's not one that you can plop on your head and go. It's not. You're going to have to do some stuff. At the very least, you're going to have to put product in her. I recommend brushing her out a bit. This is the side that I combed out. I think this looks better, but it also depends on what you're looking for. This side is not brushed out. This is what, the model, the stock card looks like. So, if you want to keep her how she was, don't brush through her or brush through her with very light, this is the wave thing going on here. If you want her a little bit more curly, put some thick, coconut oil or some type of product like that in her, because clearly this tells me that when they originally styled her, she was a bit curly like this, and then they probably, I don't know, brushed it out or did something. So this is probably more close to the original style than this, but this, it's much longer. Hold on. It feels much longer. Yeah. So I would say it's probably 30 inches on that side. Now the part is, over here. So this side, all these things are a factor. And I keep touching her and looking at her because I feel like the more I play with her, the more I like her. So Um, she's not lazy girl approved as in walk out the door, but she doesn't take a ton of effort. Like I didn't have to get out hot tools or do anything crazy. So technically she's lazy girl approved, but you can't just plop. She's not a plop and go. She's a do some stuff and go. So, but it's not too crazy. I feel like I've rambled for way too long. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, thanks for hanging out and spending time with me. And I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.